need to throw them a shout out early.
Yes, sir.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? It's Tuesday or Thursday night, my bad. AA Sports. Straight sports, no chaser. Y'all know what time it is. We back in the building again. It's your boy Diego Barish, one half of AA Sports. Here with my main man, the other half. Tell them who you are.
Oh, hey, what's good, people? I'm on the eve of Cinco de Mayo, and I'm ready to drink some tequila. What's good on a Thursday night?
There we go. There we go. Y'all know how we do it. We're here to talk about these NBA playoffs. All right, we're going to run a quick rundown of what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go over the Cavs have raped the Raptors once again. All right, the Rockets and the Spurs series. The Spurs got drugged that first game. They went home. And, you know, like parents used to tell you, come home, you got beat up, you better get back out there and fight. Don't come back home until you win. That's what Pop told the Spurs, and they went out last night and handled their damn business. So that series is even up at 1-1. So we're going to touch on both of those and some other series, but we're going to get right into it just like we always do. Everybody that get to the club free before 10, you know what time it is. It's open bar.
Open bar. All right, the first glass we will be raising tonight will be to these cats right here.
There you go.
Those guys right there, people.
To ourselves.
Because those guys on Tuesday night, they called for the Hawks coach to step down as president and get a GM on Tuesday night. And what happened today? Coach Bud stepped down, which means, people, the owner of the Hawks follows and subscribes with AA Sports. We on our damn way, people.
That means you should too. That means you should be too. That means you should be too.
Should be too.
All
right.
It was only right. It was only right that they did it. That he did it, rather.
Hey, you know, they started shoveling the shit down the hill. It was going. Somebody had to get blamed, but he had to step back. I like him as a coach. I think he had a little bit too much on him, but we're gonna see where it goes. Gonna be a very interesting summer for the Atlanta Hawks.
We'll see if Doc Rivers follows suit. I doubt it, but
I doubt it. Doc ain't giving up that title.
Nah.
Cause Doc a brother, and he ain't giving them no bread. So
hey, I was about to say Doc likes his money.
So that ain't gonna happen. So the first game we're gonna start off with is actually game 3 is playing right now in Washington. The Celtics and the Wizards are playing right now. The Celtics up 2-0. The main thing that you can pull away from game 2 is that Isaiah Thomas busted their ass in every way possible. You know what? I can be real critical of that man sometimes, but that performance the other night, that boy put on a show, man. But I'm going to ask you a question, big dog. I want you to tell me this. Why don't they double him?
I mean, they have to. And I haven't had a chance to watch any of the games so far tonight, but by the looks of the score, they adjusted or did something. But my thing was not only why not double him, but why you kept letting Gortat get his ass handed to him on that screen and roll for the whole fourth quarter. That just didn't make any sense. To me, that went small. I would have took Gortat out, put Markieff in. Markieff is very well capable of holding down Al Horford.
Right.
And I would have put Kelly Oubre in.
Right.
So I understand why they didn't do that and get themselves a better chance. Now, with that said, Washington had ample chances to win this game. They were up, I think, 10 points in the fourth quarter. John Wall missed a critical I almost said front end of the 1-and-1, but this ain't college. But he missed 1 out of 2 free throws late in that game that could have pretty much been the difference before they even had to go to overtime.
I had an epiphany tonight, cuz. I had an epiphany when I was looking at these numbers, and I was thinking about the Washington Wizards. You might disagree with this, and that's okay. I'm starting to believe that Bradley Beal is the most important player. And the reason I say that, I'm not talking about the best player. But don't it seem like every time he sucks, they lose?
Yeah. I mean, and I'm starting to see that as well because, I came into the playoffs. I said it 2 or 3 weeks out that I felt Washington had the best chance to give Cleveland a run for their money.
Right.
But it's turning out, it's Wall, Bradley, and whatever you can get from everybody else. And it's not consistent.
Right.
They don't seem to be as deep as I thought that they might have been. And that might be hurting them.
That's crazy too, though, because they made good additions to that bench late. They made good additions, but they get nothing from their bench. They get maybe one double-figure scorer, and that's about it.
That's it.
It's just when you look at their losses, it's big. When he's not shooting right, they don't win.
That's it. There you go.
It's crazy because Wall is the better player, but Bill may be the most important to that team because you're going to get the consistency from Wall.
I would say, Wall's going to Wall's going to give you that. Wall's going to give you that. I'm just trying to pull up the box score real quick just to see what's going on right now. Right now, Bradley Beal is 4-6, 1-1 from the three-point line. He got 11 points. Otto Porter, 7 for 8, 15 points. And we are almost at the half. The bench is giving them 11, 13, 15 points so far.
What's Markieff doing?
Markieff has 4 points.
Okay.
He's 1 for 8.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. But they got to win tonight. You think they get it done tonight?
They have to. And I think they will. I mean, like I said, I picked Washington in 6 games. That's not looking feasible right now, considering they're down 0-2. They got a 23-point lead right now with 59-36 with 3 minutes still to go in the second quarter. And they're at home. So they should be able to hold this. Like we said, with a couple of the other series that we kind of jumped the gun on first round, Boston did what they was ultimately supposed to do. Even though Washington should have won or had a chance to win both of those games, Boston held home court. So now Washington got to do the same and make it the best 2 out of 3 series. So
you still got that box score up?
I do.
What's Boston's 3-point percentage?
They are pretty good right now. 5 for 13, 42%.
Okay, because they tend to go that route. If they not hitting them threes, then they tend to lose.
They are,
but,
I don't remember them shooting this many threes regular season.
NBA Europe, cuz it's fantastic.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to the Cavs and the Toronto Raptors. We the North, they are getting handled. Is okay. LeBron's pretty damn good, though.
He's disrespectful as fuck.
Oh my God. Homie. Did you see that boy twirling that ball around his Serge face?
I was like, is that when I seen the clip, I was like, is that warm up? So I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's the game.
Okay, dog. Okay. Game 1, the boy is playing like he's drinking a beer. Game 2, he being disrespectful with the ball. I don't think LeBron James has no respect for Toronto, the Toronto Raptors, or Canada the way he's playing right now.
Nah, he don't. And and like you said, we had another game. Kyrie Irving over 10 assists.
Bruh, is Kyrie becoming a point guard?
Because there was plenty of times last night that he had layups and he was just looking to pass the ball.
So he has transitioned from young Kobe to a point guard
in a matter of, 5 or 6 games?
How real is it?
I mean,
how real is it?
JR still not doing shit. I mean,
isn't that crazy? I think he's averaging like 6 points a game for the series. I mean, for the playoffs. Kevin
Love only had 9 points. So I mean, they clicking on all cylinders right now. Like I said, the baby dinosaurs are not giving much resistance or pushback at all. We'll see what happens when we get up.
Shout out to that Toronto GM though for taking DeMarre Carroll off our hands. You see that boy's box score?
0 points, 1 board, 19 minutes played.
Shout out to him, and he cashed that check every time it's given to him.
And I don't remember him doing much in the first round series against the Bucks.
No, sir. Can you pull up that picture I sent you? Because the Raptors need something. People, it's gonna be a cat that's gonna be real sought after this summer. He could really help Toronto right now. This man right here, people. They need scoring. We're gonna get into Carmelo a little bit later in the playoffs, but if this playoff is showing y'all anything, this boy has a particular skill set, and it's called scoring, and some of these teams need it. But we'll get into that another time. Another thing with Toronto, they already struggled. They did. You see what DeMar DeRozan did?
He had another game with under 10 points. What did he have? 5.
I swear he did this in the Bucks series.
He did.
Like game 3, I believe.
He did. He absolutely did. Like I said, he can't really shoot from anything outside of 15, 17 feet. And Cleveland is shutting that off. And he's not getting to the hole finishing with dunks and layups. He's not getting to the line either. So it's very limited what you're getting from him.
Lowry's been consistent. I believe he got hurt. He put up 20 and 5 last game. I believe he got hurt though.
He rolled the ankle and he was out for a little bit. But he came back in. They're not really getting anything from anybody. Valanciunas gave him 23 points, but
he like 7-8.
Yeah, and plus that's a skewed 23 because they were down 20 points the whole second half. So they weren't really playing hard defense on him.
I don't know. You shooting 29% from 3, you ain't gonna. And Cleveland shooting 55 and 55, you're gonna lose. LeBron only took 14 shots last night.
39 points on 14 shots. People, that's what you call efficient.
If he's anything, he's that. And the boy passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for second all-time in playoff scoring. That's really surprising what Kobe does. And he was not that high up on that like that. I'm sure he was top 5, but I thought he would have been challenging Jordan the numbers he was putting up.
Who's that?
Kobe.
Oh, Kobe?
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, remember Kobe had a little stretch there. I want to say after Shaq left during that time.
He was stuck with Smush.
When he was stuck with like Smush Park and stuff. Some people, especially really Kobe stans, forget about how Kobe was bitching to get off that team. Because they weren't producing in the playoffs.
They weren't getting there till they got Gasol.
Exactly. So when you factor that in and you think about, why is LeBron this close to number 1 all-time scoring? When you get to 6 straight finals, that means you are deep in the playoffs every year, and them numbers start to add up pretty quickly. I kind of looked at it, and I want to say if I do the math correctly, he could possibly, I think he's like maybe 200, 250 points behind Mike.
Yeah.
He can get that by the end of this playoff.
Yes, he can.
So
he's averaging 30. He's averaging 37 a game in these 2 games alone. So it's easily possible.
Right.
And he's going to take it up another level when they finally get to Golden State. You already know.
Oh, he's going to take it up. He's going to take it up next round.
Yeah.
Another level next round, and it's starting to even out now. We were talking about how many minutes he was playing regular season. And the lack of rest that he normally gets toward the end of the season, he wasn't able to get because of the funk that they were in. Well, when you finish the teams off in 4 or 5 games and you get a week off in between series, in addition to having 1 or 2 days off between games during the playoffs, and if you can blow teams out by 20 when you only got to play 3 quarters,
that's your risk.
There you go. Your rest right there. So they fresh.
You got 18 points from Fry last night. That's They taking care of business, people. They're taking care of business. On to the next series. Well, we can go ahead and do this other series real quick. Golden State won again. They're probably going to win tonight. The end. Okay.
That's all we got, huh?
That's all I got. I wasn't going to waste my time pulling up stats when I know they were going to bust their ass last night. And they're going to do it again tonight. And plus, I wasn't going to stay up to watch that late-ass game.
Damn, I thought you was bullshitting. You really didn't do no stats on it.
Hell no. I was about to do it for what? Okay, Golden State had a lot. Utah had a little.
But I will say this. I will say this though. The games, they didn't just blow them all the way out the water. I think Utah's pace, because they kind of play a slow down pace, is not allowed Golden State to just get out and bust 130.
Yeah, they ain't putting up 130, but
also, what you think about Kerr being out? And they talking about now he out indefinitely. He may not even come back. What do you think that's going to do for them down the road? Because if Mike Brown is the man left to make the major decisions in key moments of games, we've been down this road several times, and we know how that story ends. Now, granted, a lot better players in this situation, but still, even good players still rely on good coaching at times in key points of games. So what you think about that?
Okay, first of all, I'm sorry to hear about Steve Kerr. That's really messed up with that spinal fluid leaking. That's tough. But the coach of that team right now, his name is Draymond Green. Draymond is the coach. First of all, when Kerr was there, Draymond was telling him to shut the F up in a heartbeat. So I don't think they're missing a beat with that. Draymond's their coach.
Yeah, him and Draymond have a volatile relationship.
Yes, they do. So with this team here, I think it'll only affect them when they get to the finals. I think they'll need Kerr then, because the one thing we know about the NBA playoffs is all about adjustments. You just talked about it a little while ago with Boston. Washington finally decided to start, doubling and trying to get the ball out of Isaiah's hands. Instead of letting him run free and run off pick and rolls left and right.
Right.
We're about to get into Houston and San Antonio. Pop adjusted last night. He went smaller, quicker. It's all about adjustments from game to game. I don't know if Mike Brown's going to be able to do that, so I think they're going to need Kerr come the finals. And if he don't, it'll be a different story, because Ty Lue kicked Steve Kerr's ass last year in the playoffs. Adjustment-wise, coaching-wise, he kicked his ass in the playoffs last year. So that chess match is going to be necessary later. I don't think they're going to do a whole lot of coaching when we play Houston. Well, I think they're going to play Houston. We'll get to that now.
They're gonna play Houston.
Yeah, I was trying to be democratic about it, but they're gonna play Houston.
I had Houston anyway.
I took them too, but I ain't want to shit on them now. But hell, Tony Parker's out, so you was already light, and now you lose your point guard, which makes you even lighter. So
now you got to depend on Patty Mills to pretty much carry the load. I don't even know who they would put in after Patty Mills at point guard. I don't know the players that deep on their bench.
Nah, I think Kawhi ended up playing some point forward.
Right.
He had 8 assists last night.
And they'll have to maintain, because a lot of teams, at least back in the day, during the playoffs, your rotation gets shorter anyway.
Right.
So they should be able to maintain. They're just gonna have to make shots. Now defensive wise, not that Tony Parker was this defensive stopper, but Patty Mills was even smaller than him. And is he gonna have to guard James Harden?
Nah, they're not doing that. I wasn't even stressing the defensive part of it, because as long as they're playing Beverly, they could hide Parker on him.
That's right. Patty will be on Beverly. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, they can hide him. Now, since we're going into it and talking about Harden, 13.7 boards, 10 assists, 3 of 17, 2 of 9 from 3. Kawhi was on him most of that game.
Play good defense on him. That's right. And that's going to have to continue for the Spurs to win this series.
I tell you what, cuz, when's the last time you can recall the best player on the team playing this type of defense for most of the game and having to put up the numbers he's having to put up on the offensive end? It's been a while. I know LeBron does his thing on the defensive end, but he ain't guarding the best player most of the game.
I was about to say those early LeBron teams, those early Cleveland before he went to Miami, that's exactly what was happening. He just didn't have some of the supporting cast that the Spurs or Kawhi had. Right. That's exactly what it was. He was having to defend the best player every night, multiple positions, and put up 30 to 40 points and hope to squeak out a win.
Right. So
that's kind of the position Kawhi's in right now. LA is still out there. He did all right last night, 15 and 8.
Yeah.
Danny Green hit some shots early. So that gave him some confidence. Gasol didn't do anything scoring-wise. I see he had 13 boards, which is cool. Mono's still not a factor.
That Simmons kid had some energy last night.
He did. They should have been playing him the first game. But like you said, Pop made the adjustment. So I'm expecting him to get big minutes going forward.
But let me ask you this. Was it Pop's adjustment, or were they just missing threes last night? Because they went 11 for 34.
Well, I think it kind of ties into each other. A little bit. Pop's adjustments allowed the Spurs to play better defense on the Rockets on those 3-point shots, and they weren't just getting free looks like they were that first round, and they weren't hitting all of them.
Lou Will didn't show up last night. It looked like
he didn't. Harden was off. Ariza's iffy anyway, as far as his jumper is concerned. So what do you have? Yeah, see, he had 2 points last night. First game he had 23. Right. So they finna go home now. They at the end of the day, Houston did what they was able to do or was supposed to do. They got out of there with a split.
That's all they needed.
Well, now they going back. You know what I'm saying? Going back home. I know Pop is going to be ready. I want to know what the rest of that team is going to be like psychological wise, mentally. Now that Tony Parker was out with the kind of injury that he went out with, I want to see how they respond.
But you know it's not crazy, but we talked about this. We always talked about it pretty much since the Phoenix days. This is a Mike D'Antoni team. Either they hitting a whole lot of threes or they losing. There's no in between.
Nope.
They ain't going to stop you on defense. They ain't going to grind you out on the half court. It's either they bombing from the outside or they losing. This is it.
They are the pro version of Duke.
Pretty much. You live by that 3 and you die by it. Because that's exactly what happened last night. You know, hate to see Tony Parker go out like that. I hate to see that. He had a good game last night, but, you know, he old like us. So it happens.
He's not as old as I thought he was. He's only 32.
That's it.
32 or 34.
He's been around forever.
Seems like it, right? So
that was good.
I just knew he was 38 or so.
Yeah.
But
he was probably young coming from France, but I swear he seemed like he'd been playing for forever.
Let me get his age right, because I wanted to bring up. Of course, we know he out for the playoffs, and we thought it was all already. You think that was the last we saw of him? Yeah, he's 34. Think that was the last we saw of him?
Hell no, because they got $15 million waiting on him next year. He'll be back. Hell no. You know what $15 million to translate into in France? They'll be balling.
Hey, you remember this NBA? He's still gonna get that check.
He gonna get that check, and then he gonna carry his ass to France and buy all the croissants and cigarettes he can get.
Yeah, he still took an L to me losing Eva Longoria.
Is it an L when you cheat on a super fine woman? Because at the other women, they be like, man, he cheated on her. That's a good type of problem.
Yeah, you're right, because I don't know what his new girl looked like, but I'm pretty sure he didn't downgrade.
Exactly. That's kind of like with Eric Benet with Halle Berry. You cheat on Halle Berry.
Halle crazy. You know that.
All right, let's we got transition people, because last call tonight. We have talked about this man a few times. Actually, you know, the first couple times we talked about him episodes ago, we were just, you know, he's a funny guy.
Right.
I think we talked about him last episode because he went to talk to the big time shoe people. We're talking about Lonzo Ball and LeVar Ball.
Right.
He walked in there talking about he wanted $1 billion?
Yeah, he wanted $1 billion deal. They don't want no endorsement deal. They want a licensing deal.
Yes,
for
sir.
A big baller brand.
So the homie got laughed out of those meetings. And you know what he did? He got laughed out of the meetings last week. And you know what he did? He dropped the prototype of the new shoe, the Zoe 2. Lonzo's signature shoe. You got that picture, homie?
Yeah, so I'm trying to find it now, man. Oh my God.
People, I was a little tired today. Mr. Hate was tied up, but when I saw that shoe, I who the hell? Rookie. What rookie you know comes out? My own shoe. Shout out to him for that. But I'm dropping my own shoe for $500.
$500, dog. And not only on top of it being $500, there's no refunds, no returns. It's all sales final. If you pre-order them, you got to pre-order them, and they don't ship until November. So they want you to pre-order the shoe now, pay for it. You ain't supposed to get it until November, and you can't get no refund or change your mind and cancel your order. Now,
like a pyramid scheme.
And not only look at some of these prices. $495 is for the intro level. And that's from sizes 8 through 13 and a half. Now, if you wear a 14 or a 15, again, most basketball guys over 6'3" or 6'4" are probably going to be in a 14, 15. The price go up to $6.95. All right?
You shit.
No, sir. It gets better. It gets better. You can get an autographed copy of the ZO2 or the ZO2 from a cat who never dribbled the ball on the NBA court before. But you get your
last game he played, he got drugged, right? The last game he played in college, he got drugged.
You can get your autograph pair for a cool $995. A cool stack will get you an autographed pair of them ZO2s.
I'm done. I'm done. I don't even know what to say. I'm done. Did I not see on the y'all were talking on the chat today? Didn't somebody say something about some slides for $200?
They got the slides, $200.
Some flip flops for $200.
Yeah. This cat think he got like Gucci prices. Oh man, this picture don't want to act right. I wish I could show y'all people, but I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it.
Put it on the Twitter page. They'll see it.
Yeah, we'll get it up on the page. But yeah, that is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Well, I'm done. I don't know where to go after that. Big Baller Brand has shut down the show.
Hey man, we all know that shit gonna end up in Burlington Coat Factory in about 6 months.
But you know the crazy. We just talked last show, and I just said Adidas said they weren't necessarily out of it yet. So if you still got Adidas maybe sniffing around, why the hell would you drop this prototype? Dolo.
Well, you know, they said, according to the first report from the other day, they said that that he brought the prototype to the meeting.
Okay, that's the shoe he brought to the meeting. Okay.
Right. That's the shoe they brought to the meeting. So,
well, that makes sense why they laughed his ass out the room then, because they don't even sell a shoe for $500.
I mean, pretty much.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. That damn shoe looked like that Iverson from a couple years ago.
There we go. And I've been working diligently, and we got a picture of the shoe. So, there we go, folks. Now, that's that
right
big
there,
ball.
$500.
$500. Now, they say that's a Python mesh material on the midsole of the shoe.
I'm done. I'm done, fam.
Oh man!
And the sad part about it, that shit look better than all Steph shoes.
Every one of them. Every fucking one of them. So, Steph, get with LeVar, man. Get LeVar to design your next shoe, man. And then maybe that can get you in the Under Armour. Maybe you can get in the back door that way.
Well, Steph wouldn't take the meeting because LeVar was sitting there talking about his son, who's in college, is better than him already. He don't won 2 MVPs.
That's true.
Earning bridges.
That's true. You think Lonzo having nightmares sometimes about DeAndre Fox?
Man, spin cycle.
There you go. But I think
we're gonna find out. I think next week. The lottery is next week, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, but we clowning on the shoes, but at the end of the day, like we said, man, Lonzo can ball. He gonna be straight.
Yeah.
They just gotta go about the business a little bit differently. I seen now even Shaqtin came out, you know, and put his comments out there. But we know LeVar ain't gonna listen to nobody.
What LeVar gonna do when people talking shit? What he gonna do? There you go. He ain't featuring you. He has no worries and no fucks to give.
There you go. There you go. All right. So, you got anything to leave the people with before we get out of here and watch the second half of this game? We had to catch y'all with a little short episode today. We have really much to touch on.
I need one more thing from you. You the boxing guy of the show. What's gonna happen this weekend?
I'm glad you reminded me. So I meant to bring up, Klitschko got his ass whooped over the weekend by the young boy from England. Pretty sure that's Klitschko talking about he want a rematch, but he need to go sit his ass down and retire. Now they talking about the kid. I want to say his name is Jacobs, something like that. Coming over to the States, and if they can possibly market him into becoming $1 billion athlete.
Oh, wow.
Because, over in England, they like their cats over there. So if you start throwing them marketing dollars and those dollars for pay-per-views mixed with the United States, Americans, we love heavyweights.
Right.
We love heavyweights. And so we can get a young heavyweight in there that's knocking cats out like this kid can. Then who knows? The sky's the limit. We'll see about $1 billion, but he's pretty young and he could be a pretty good marketable star. We'll see what happens. We said the same thing about a couple other heavyweights. We've been waiting for Deontay Wilder to get to that point. He hasn't quite got to that point because he's still fighting in the fucking Chitlin circuit. Said it before. Stop fighting in Birmingham, Deontay. This kid about to take your shine. He about to take your shine. But this week we got the big fight coming up. Tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo, as y'all know. So this week we always usually have a fight. This weekend is normally Floyd weekend. But he no longer fights. So this week we got Canelo Alvarez and Julio Chavez Jr. Mexican throwdown should be an excellent fight with the winner more than likely to take on Triple G in September for a mega fight. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm expecting Canelo to win. I like Chavez Jr., but sometimes he let me down. He don't always come through when he should. Sometimes he be out of shape. Sometimes he just be bullshit. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So y'all check that out. I don't condone pirating, but if you can't afford $70 on the pay-per-view and you don't want to go out to a bar to watch it, load up that Fire Stick, check it out.
And on that note, people, we are done for this week. We do more than just basketball and football. We talk boxing.
There you go.
All right.
So, as always, hey, tell them where to find you at.
At VK6000 on Twitter. Holla at your boy.
There you go. And we always got all our social media platforms. And you can find myself at Diego Barich. Stop the music.
Shout out. Yeah. We forgot.
Stop the music. My bad. Shout out to Kane and Ice from the Kane. We just got through doing a guest spot on their show, so check them out on YouTube and Twitter as well. Real cool dudes. Good program there. They show a lot of love, so y'all make sure y'all go show Kane and Ice some love again. Shout out, fellas. We appreciate y'all having us on y'all show, and we're going to return the favor. Kind of like you remember how in the 90s, how the rappers used to do, you do my album, I do a song on yours. So we had him on his soon, so we'll schedule something for that.
We all trying to win. If not, why not? Death to hot takes, back to real sports talk.
There you go. If not, why not? Y'all get them shirts. We coming. But so there we go. That's the end, people. We'll holler at y'all on Tuesday. Y'all have a good weekend. Remember, catch the fight, enjoy the playoffs, and we'll see y'all next week, and we'll chop it up. Again, at A Sports, straight sports, no chasing. For all hating Diego Mauricio, once again, we are out. Peace.